How big is Big Game?
So big that it takes 4 sumo wrestlers to pull the plunger.
The theme is officially hunting, safari / playing bingo in the jungle. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Big Game. I thought we would take a couple minutes to check out a little bit of the Internet Pinball Database information on Big Game, a little bit of history. So we already know that it's made in 1980 and that they made 2,713 units. And the theme is officially hunting, safari / playing bingo in the jungle. And we know it's a wide body game. We didn't really know that it was 239 pounds, including the legs, so that's a heavy beast. And it was designed by the king himself, Harry Williams. Let's see what else Harry designed. It's probably like 5,000 other games. It was back as early as 1952 he was designing Williams 8-ball. Let's look at that for fun. Just have a peek at what that looked like. I don't think I've ever seen this game. Oh, it's got the backwards flippers. So he was into the flipper game because 1947 was the first game with flippers by Gottlieb. Good old Humpty Dumpty. So Harry got in during the flipper era, and he designed all these games. Yeah, I figured it would be a hell of a lot. All the way up till 1957. Wait, it's not numerically alphabetical, is it? Because got 1978 here. I thought it was in order of year. I wonder if I can actually sort by date. Yes, I can. So I lied. He started designing in 1932 at a company called Advanced Automatic or something. And his first game was Advance Baby. Interesting. Type PM. What does that mean? EM, PM. Maybe that is flipperless. Oh, pure mechanical. Okay, so no electricity. No information on that game. What about Advance? No, Advance was the first complete game he designed. The first to use his now famous tilt mech. Oh, interesting. The first game with a tilt mech is Advance. This is turning out to be a history lesson, isn't it? Okay, then he worked for Pamco and Exhibit. And then finally, Bally. His first game for Bally. Well, let's see what his first game. Let's see if there's anything on Pamco Contact Senior. Well, here we go. This is what you call the old pre-war game. Times have changed in the pin game business. Contact marks a new chapter in coin machine history. I think I might have actually heard of Contact, believe it or not, as obscure as that is. But let's see what his first game for Bally looked like in 1934. I'm going off quite on a tangent here, but oh well, it's fun. And here is Signal. Interesting. We got the junior, the senior. This is like the original Pro and LE models, maybe. What's the difference? You get 40 inches by 17 versus 46 by 22. So, and also this is 95 pounds versus 125 pounds. So this is the original OG Pro and LE models. There you go. And so his last game was 1985 Gamatron conversion kit. Was a Harry Williams game for Pinstar. Wow, that is cool. I did not know that. Anyway, we're way off tangent here. Let's go back. Yeah, so it's Stern's first wide body game, and it was a little narrower than the standard wide bodies of the period. This talks about the first game to use 7-digit displays, and then the little effect at the beginning where the displays flash that, and then it flashes that, which I thought was like an issue at first, but quickly learned it was on purpose. And then there was something to do with Stern was prototyping models with both the traditional and new plastic playfield at the time, but we have not seen the plastic playfield for this game, if any still exists. So there's something interesting too. And then the last thing we'll look at is the flyer here to see what kind of marketing materials they're putting out to the world. How big is Big Game? Well, it's so big that when your ball hits a remote drop target in Peoria, an earthquake warning goes out in Peking. Oh. And it's also so big that it takes 4 sumo wrestlers to pull the plunger. Oh, that's cute. So big, the giant horseshoe kicker had to be broken in before we could install it. And it is so big, the electronics jungle sounds can start a stampede in the nearest zoo. That's pretty cute, Stern. Good job with that. Alright, so on to the machine itself. We got a little head start here. Time to work on drop target bank number 2 of 3. Completed drop target bank number 1 in the last episode. Have a look at those. They should clean up okay, and I'll touch them up. But yeah, it's pretty filthy. It's got the white corrosion, like all old pinball machines do. So we'll clean all that off and degrease these arms. They're kind of black and maybe a little gummy. Got to really get in the grooves here, because that's where these guys go in and out. You want to make sure they go in and out smooth. And I will not make a comment on that one. Well, I'll leave that one for you guys. Anyway, so yeah, got to clean up this filth, reinstall it, and hopefully it'll go a little easier than the last one, which wasn't aligned very well. But I did a little play testing yesterday with these drop targets, and they seem to be fine. So like I said in the last video, hopefully I don't fix it until it's broken. So we'll see. Oh yeah, and Damon Huffman made a comment about my big bucket of bulbs, so I said I'll try and remember to show you my other big bucket of bulbs that I've collected over the years. That's just the backup bucket, because this is the other bucket that I've got. So yeah, I got a few extra bulbs. Okay, here is the after. I've got to touch up these guys with my black marker. Things are looking much better. Drop targets are a little hard to clean. Oh look, I forgot the bottom on that one. I was just using my magic eraser, just my generic no-name brand, and I've completely forgot that if you use a spritz of super clean, it makes the job so much easier. Dirt just melts off, so I gotta clean the bottom of that guy, touch up my drop targets, reassemble, and then I have to take off. I gotta go play soccer, so I'm not getting much done on this session here, but I'll be back. Alright, I am back from soccer. It is a little after 10 p.m. The game was like 6:30 to 8, but we went out to the pub after and, had a couple pints. So I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm not gonna do any work. I just thought I would show my assembled drop target bank with my touched up drop targets. I think that's looking pretty good. At some point I will probably bust out some clear coat. I've got a couple options here. I can't remember which one I like better. Oh, I think one was kind of like had a yellowy finish to it, and the other was clear. See, this says crystal clear, non-yellowing, so this must be the yellowing variety. Quick dry, wood finish, I don't know, somewhere I think it said that may cause yellowing. But I'll probably brush a little bit of that on each number just to lock that touch up in. But yeah, so drop target number 2 will get installed maybe tomorrow. And then we'll do drop target bank number 3. And I really should order my Pinball Life flipper kits. Otherwise, this project's going to drag on. I probably should have already ordered it like 2 weeks ago, but I'm probably going to order 4 complete flipper assembly kits already done up. And get rid of there's 2 Bally flipper kits in the machine already that someone changed, so we're going to revert that back to original. But yeah, so that's just your little post-soccer update. And yeah, we tied 6-6, the last game of the outdoor season. And yeah, a couple weeks off and then going to indoor. Anyway, enough blathering. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm back. This one episode is taking me like a week because I've been just doing stuff other than big game stuff. But I've got drop target bank number 2 installed and cleaned, and the switches are cleaned and adjusted, and they're dropping beautifully. So that should be good. Now I'm going to move on to the last drop target bank. And yeah, that'll be nice to get those done. Alright, got the drop target bank removed. Let's have a look here. This one's a little more rusty than the others. And somebody looks like they added some lubrication of some sort or grease to get these to work better. I'll have to clean all that up. Drops are filthy. And of course the whole thing is coated in the white fuzz. And yeah, that is pretty nasty. Oh yeah, you can see more evidence of grease. Oh, I bet you that's what caused the rust. Yeah, okay, well hopefully I can clean that up pretty well. At least all 9 drop target springs are intact and none have been replaced with wrong tensioned ones. The windings look fine there on the lugs, but yep, alright, time to disassemble. Alright, here is the drop target bank all disassembled. How nasty these drop targets are. Look at that. A little bit of my, what's it called? Super clean. Should remedy all this up. Yeah, this stuff is great. Running low, so I gotta back up. But this, you don't want to get on your fingers. It'll eat away your thumbprints and your fingerprints. But it is a good degreaser. So, use gloves. Alright, got rid of pretty much all the rust and the white dust. It's looking a lot better. Yeah, and all this stuff over here, much better. Could have got in there a little more, but meh. Got in the grooves nicely. I used my brush for that. And so the drop target arms will slide nicely. The drop target's cleaned up real well. Again, that super clean was clutch. I didn't use the super clean on the first set of drop targets. I forgot about it. And I spent so much time on them compared to how quick it was to deal with these using the actual correct product. So I'll touch those up and assemble and be right back. Alright, all assembled and touched up. I'm going to use my Varathane on this test drop target, see what it looks like, see how it dries, and then if it's go, then I will brush some on all the drop targets. You know, probably should have did that while the drop targets were out. Would have been a little easier, but oh well, it is the shenanigander way. Okay, so here's the results of the Varathane. It went on fine, but you can see it's a little shinier than the flat drop target itself. So I will use it and I'll paint the entire face with the clear. So I will attend to that shortly. Also, I did try a different green. It's a little bright and fluorescent-y. Doesn't quite match, but it is a little better than the last one. I finally put in my "and" symbol because I think I'm just gonna live with that. Like I said, color matching is not my forte. So here is the drop target final results for the most part, except for any potential tweaking and adjusting and clear coating. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I tilted. I am leaning on the machine. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna take a photo. Boom, that's done. Oops. And I'm gonna have to drain the ball to see if these things actually work. Okay. Yeah, they're working great. I had high hopes for these guys. Say we're testing good initially before. Oh, that one did brick. Maybe I'll tighten this rubber a little bit, stretch it a little thinner. May not have anything to do with the rubber, but okay, I like that. And then we know 4, 5, and 6 are good. Oh, pop bumpers are working pretty good, and I haven't done a whole lot to them. I did, I guess, tweak and adjust them, but there's been times where they haven't been popping, so like that. Just those slow rolls. Okay, so those are good, and we know that sometimes these guys are a little stubborn. Behaving right now, which is kind of nice. Ah, as soon as I said that, oh, you little 9-ball. All right, there we go. Hey, let's reset all of them. Cool. All right, so I am going to clear coat these guys, and yeah, probably should have did that when they were out of the machine, because now I got to try not to get clear on the play field. So I'll put some painter's tape down here so that doesn't happen. And yeah, okay. Okay, I swear it's almost been a week since my last take. Slowly but surely I will eventually get this episode out. This came in the mail today. It is my order from pinballrom.com, and it looks like I got a little crazy with the utility knife there because my bag is sliced open. So I got 100 of these bad boys. So I ordered from Davis Still at pinballrom.com my LEDs and ROMs. I also order LEDs from pinballleds.ca. That's Eddie Durazio's gig. So I like to try and spread the love between the two of them. Got me some greens, my 10 greens, my 10 pinks. Oh, I was going to say that doesn't look like 100, but 2 bags of those equals 100. And then I've got my Siegecraft adapters for my anti-flicker. And oh wait, there's more. Oh, what color are these? What else did I ask for? Purple? Maybe they are PL for purple, GR for green, PK, PU for pink, puke color. Okay, so I'm gonna add these to my depleted LED container. And then I'm going to install these so we can get rid of, let's see if you can even see it. Yeah, it really shows up weird on the camera, but very flickery. And we're going to remedy that with the adapters. I also did clear coat my drop targets. I actually cheated and just clear coated the center of each number. You can't really see any sheen difference, so I'm good with that. And I think that'll be sufficient. And then I clear coated over my other touch-ups there, touch-ups there, 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 and here, and here, and here. Tiger cheeks. And forehead, I guess? Or is that what is that? A little tuft of hair, or is that a mohawk? Is that a paw, or is that his forehead? Anyway, so that portion is done. I have just ordered through my buddy Corey at London Pinball. He asked me if I needed anything from Pinball Life, and I said, oh, yes, I do. And then I kind of blasted him with $300 US worth of parts, including 4 complete new flipper assemblies, got me some pop bumper spoons, and 4 new flipper bats. So $300 US plus tax and exchange and shipping. It's going to be like $500 to rebuild these flippers, but I figured I'd do it the right way. Instead of 2 Bally flipper mechs and 2 Stern flipper mechs, someone installed 2 Bally flipper mechs in there at some point, probably just because what they had on hand. So I'm going to put that back to original. So I'm going to install these adapters, and I'll be right back. Just in case you haven't seen them before, this is what they look like. They're just 3 connectors. You stick them on your lamp driver board. You jumper this to like ground or power or something in the back box. And there's the instructions. You connect this wire from here to here to here, and then you got the little alligator clip that goes to the back box panel on one of the lines. And basically all it is a resistor added to every connection. And that resistor is what kills the flicker. So time to install. Okay, so I've got the adapters installed. J1 connector, J2 connector, J3 connector. You just don't need to deal with J4. That's actually J2 and this is J3. But as you can see, I ran the ground wire or power wire. This is power. Goes from here to here to here, and then we have to find on the back box which of these wires is the one you want to attach it to. And one way you can find out is just looking for this controlled lamp that you want to attach to. So game over and tilt and that kind of thing. And you can tell that by the individual striped wire goes there, and then another colored wire comes out. So you look for the individually striped wires. So like here is one. That's gray and orange. And not the ones that have the ground braid on both sides. Those are ground and not voltage. So we can look at our multimeter here, put the wire on, put the lead on this guy here, see that there's nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. But this guy here, you want to access something close to the hinge, because the wire is only so long. And if we check the voltage here, what do we got? Nothing. How about here? On the bottom. 5.97 volts. So that's going to be a good spot to put our alligator clip. That is the 5-volt power. So let's turn this off, move it out of the way, and throw this in lamp test again so we can kind of see the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna try and connect it to this guy here. It's not really a good spot. Like, I'll have to do something better, but here we go. I'll try and hold the camera steady. See how that's a nice smooth transition on and off. Now let me take it off. We got flicker fest. Now back on. Smooth. Probably shows up on the camera better too. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna take it off. That's epileptic. And now, boom. Okay, so it's for like 70 bucks or whatever. You can really remedy that nicely. Like I said before, if you want to attach a resistor to every single lamp socket, you can do that. It just will take you hours, but only cost you like $5. So it's either time or money. All right, I think that is going to be the end of this video. Next thing I got to do is wait for my powder coating, wait for my flipper stuff. I'm going to place my marker order for pop bumper caps, and I did get a capacitor rebuild kit for my soundboard, and I got a couple extra end of stroke switches to order, because the bottom ones just have the regular end of stroke switches, and the top flippers, I believe, have the double stack 2 switches. So I'm going to get one end of stroke switch with each, but I need the double stack, so I need to order those as well. So it's coming along together. It's taken me, you know, a long time to restore this guy, but you know, I just dabble. I'm not like Wally 16 on Pinside, who can plow through 5 machines in like a month. But yeah, I'll have to show you some of that action on another episode. He just sent me some more photos, and damn, that shit looks good. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Okay, I'm back briefly. My pink inserts, I've got the warm whites in there. So I just tried out the Dave is Still pink, and check it out. That versus that looks friggin' cool. So I am going to swap all those. I'll show you the finished product, and then I'll be done. Big Game, you really did deplete my stash here. I'm running low, but I'm gonna refill you shortly. But check this out. I think those pinks look awesome. So much better. There we go, much better.